It's never simple. Never simple.
Hi guys, it's Todd. Firstly, I would like to say thank you for everyone who commented on my Instagram, my YouTube, all that kind of stuff, being excited about me and my channel revival. Everyone seems to love the name, which I love. In this episode, we are going to be working on the 34 finally. We are going to be rolling the guards. Now, I'm filming this after I've completed this video. It turned out to be more than just rolling guards. Much more. We roll the guards and then discover that I need to make a brace for the front guards to actually roll them. So we fab up some brackets for it. So yeah, strap yourself in, enjoy the video. Today we're going to be rolling the guards, as I said on the last video. Don't know how long this video is going to be. Don't know how involved we're going to get, but we're just going to make a video. I'll start with the back first. I did do them with a hammer years ago, I guess. When I first put the tries on it, because obviously they wouldn't fit with these tries on it and the guards being standard, so I just whacked the hell out of them until they fit. So, I don't know, I think they're a bit rusty and I think the paint's chipped a little bit back here. We'll give it a go. We'll get this car in the air and we'll see what we're working with. Oh no, that is not a good spot to put that jack stand. It's going to suck doing with a locked diff. Oh, the wheel's off the ground, but so. Nice. I have not had the wheels off this thing in forever. I haven't had this thing on a jack stand in forever. You don't know how much the camera will get, but as you can see, they're a bit rusty. Now, I have a feeling that the car is going to be too low for this. Yeah, much too low. I will unbolt the bottom bolt on the coilover, and that'll allow us to drop the hub down and have this reach here properly. Oh, there we go. Usually don't put this many on, but I'm going to do it this time. Actually, I will only be putting 3 on because I only have 3 wheel nuts. Great. Now, usually I would suggest heating up your guards so that you don't flake your paint, but we have literally already done that when I hit it. So this is what we're going to be doing. Oh my god, okay. Try to get the hole at the middle of the roller on the middle of that, but you don't want to go too high because it can hit the inside skin. I think I see what's happening. It's bottomed out, and there's a second setting that you can put on it. The more I do it up, the more it's dropping down. So I need to, because obviously this isn't attached to anything, so this can kind of move up and down as it pleases. I'm running into issues because this isn't attached to anything, so it keeps pushing this down. It wants to push down. See? It's to like push it all out, and it's going to slip off the end of the lip. I'm going to have to reconnect the coilover to hold the hub from going up and down, which means I'm going to have to raise the coilover so that you can hold this in a position that this will actually hit this. Oh, whew. I actually have coilover spanners. Incredible. I'm pretty sure I stole these off Riley. Thanks, Riley. Okay, let's try this again. It's the next day. My SD card ran out of space, so it like filmed a bunch and then just deleted it, which was fun. But we're here the next day. We have a very empty SD card now, and we're gonna get back into it. What you missed out on was that the roller was like this against the guard, and it was like pushing the guard out like a flare, and I kind of wanted to push it sideways and just flatten it, so I had to like readjust it on the, there's like 2 settings on these guard rollers, so I'll show you when I get back down there, but yeah, it's kind of what I did. Back into it. This guard roller has 2 settings where it pivots from to like come in and out. Where it was kind of sits it more flat, and this roller ends up hitting the guard like that, and it wants to flare the guard outwards, where I kind of want to hit it a bit flatter. So the other setting makes it flatter if like the clearance between this and the guard is too, I don't know how you'd explain it, but like if this sit out further, I guess it's the track of the car, I don't know. You can't use this setting, but luckily it's all good. This is in far enough that we can use this like more straight up and down setting. So we'll give it a crack. It's just like forcing the lip down. Yeah. That was getting like tighter, and it was like felt like it was doing up onto something. Turns out doing up onto the lug nut, which is like an extend one. So it was sticking out too far, so the bottom of this was hitting it, and it wasn't actually going anywhere, so I was right to check that. I'll just move it over to this one here, this stud here. Ah, a little spider in here. Come here, buddy. I don't even know if that'll focus. That's a little spider. Farewell, friend. We'll live on the CRX. Oh yeah, we're going now. lowered this down a little bit because this roller was kind of hitting the inner guard a little bit more. I wanted it to just hit this lip. Okay, looking at that, I've literally done it exactly how I wanted it. It's just, see, it still has the body line here. This part usually sits flat, but it's now just got a little kick. It's got a little flare to it. I'll show you this side so you can kind of see where it's at, and I'll show you the other side, which is kind of stock. Compare the differences. You can see that it's just kind of pumped out as I get here. Got a little pump to it. Now I'll show the other side. You can see that that body line and that lip is more up and down and not as flared out. Like I said, I didn't want to go too far. I just wanted a little bit. And I think I've done exactly that. I'm happy with the way I've rolled this. I'm just going to pull this off and I'll do the other side. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
It's okay.
Morrigan has just made me bagels. Going to eat this, then we're going to pull this apart. Homemade bagels.
Thank you.
Back to doing this. I need to extend the coil over so we can get this down low enough to get the guard roller on like we did on the other side. Not going to fluff around this time. I'm just going to get into it and do it. Ow. Ow. God damn it, that hurt. Oh. This side's done. It's matched to the other side. All sorted. I'll pull this apart. I'll start on the fronts. I'm sure we're going to have a much funner, harder time with the front guard, and I will explain as to why in just a second. So who would have thought that this would take me more than one day? I did. Rears are fine, obviously. We did that. Front, I could roll them, but the issue is that I don't know if you could see that very well, but the front of the guard isn't attached to anything because we've got the tube front on this. All the mounts for like here and here are just non-existent. So if we rolled this guard, I would definitely bend it. At first, I was like, I'll just put some cable ties on it. Boopity boop. It's just stupid because I have to secure the front of this guard anyway. This episode is turning into rolling the guards as well as making the brackets and braces that I need for this front guard. So look, I said it was going to be a short, not very interesting video, but here we are doing fabrication. How fun. So we can observe this from this side a little bit better. You can see this top one. There's nothing to bolt onto it because of like the tube front. Please ignore all the rust. Oh, I got some work to do. Anyway, we need to make a little bracket for this to bolt into. And then down here, this is the inside of the guard. So we're gonna use these holes to create a bracket across there and then like weld the bracket to this stay. I just wanna make sure that like the wheel doesn't hit it on lock or anything like that. We'll do some tests and that kind of thing. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. A couple little brackets to hold this guard, as well as that one. We're gonna do both sides, unfortunately. All right, let's get into it. So my first instinct with getting like this part secure, as you can see how much that moves, was to go on this bottom bit, like through this hole or through this hole here, and then like brace it to that arm. But now that I'm looking at it, if you look up underneath, there's like this flat section along here, and there's actually two holes already here, one there and one there. I believe that's they're there to hold the bar on. We're gonna have a detachable like bash bar on this thing, so I won't need to hold the bar up with this guard. So I'm thinking I can make a plate that runs across there, on the inside of course, and we can put two bolts on it and then weld that plate to this part, which is the detachable part on the front here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then it keeps it away from the wheel and the turning arc, whatever you wanna call it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll get some plate and we'll see what we can do. All right, we'll give these two holes a little measure. So a plate that's like 250 mil should do. Biggest challenge with this new filming style is making sure my head doesn't get in the way of all these shots. So hopefully this is working out well. If you've been watching any of my TikToks, this bin is featured heavily. It is my workbench. Could not recommend a better workbench than just the top of a wheelie bin. Cheap too. I have this bit of bar, bit of flat steel, whatever you want to call it. Mate, there is like 5 people mowing their lawns, and they only started when I brought the camera out. This is ridiculous. Anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. So I thought I had some thinner stuff, like half the thickness of this, but apparently I don't. Dead middle cut down the center, which I just don't want it to be this fat. It doesn't need to be. So, and then that's, you know, saving material right there. I don't throw around the term genius often, but in this case, I like put the thing through the handles on the bin. Look at it. Look. It's like its own inbuilt vice. Solo bin on top, mate. How good. I started doing this, and I was like, I don't need to replace this blade. It'll last forever. I literally need to like replace it straight away. Yeah. I got this in like a, I don't know, a flare tool kit. It's been great for just like ripping burrs off things, even when I've been grinding them. Okay, so I've got my plate. I'm just gonna put it up on top of this flat bit on the guard. I'm just literally gonna line it up with the holes. Doesn't have to be like too exact, I suppose. Make a mark, and then I'll drill some holes in this plate. Mark, mark. I literally just like trace the outline of the hole, which I like big squares. So I've got a plate, got bolts from my handy bolt box. Gone M8 to hold these in. You're probably thinking, oh Todd, you'll use a nut and bolt. No, we have nut certs here. Alright? We run a professional shop here at the It's Todd garage. Alright, we only use the best. Look, I've even got a punch to punch my little spots to then drill the holes. Only the best here. So I don't have a bench set up yet here in this shed, nor a vise for the bench. Well, I have a vise, but I don't have it set up on a bench. So I just have to use my feet to drill these holes and hold this plate. So wish me luck. I only tapped the concrete just a little bit. Okay, got my holes drilled. We're gonna use M8 bolts for this. So I've got some M8 nut certs. Got our nut cert gun here. And I'm just gonna do a thing. Use the nut cert thingy on this thingy and do it. Cool, I think we did it. Yeah, that's like bitten in pretty hard. So, cool. On to the next one. There we go. That's another one done. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be finished with. I'll just do the next one and then we'll throw these in the car and see how they fit up. Okay, so here's like a nice inside shot. Here's the plate on here. Fits well. I've tested a couple bolts in it. I'm having a dilemma as to where I want to mount that plate to. Do I want to go up to this bar or to this bar? Now to this bar, it'll be like flat. So like the force of this pushing this way will be against like solid. But it's kind of, I feel like that's a bit ugly. And it's attached to the bit that's welded to the car. So I kind of wanted to try and attach it to this, which is the detachable bit. And it would be a bit more aesthetic having just like the bracket going from here and up. But I feel like like I said, the force of this pushing that way is pushing this way. I have some tube that I used to make the fuel cell holder thingy. And I'm thinking I might use that to go from up to here to there. Because a tube will be stronger than just a bit of plate going up. See if it's the right size and stuff. Let's have a look. I changed my mind. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the plate. It should do. I'm overthinking it. I don't think I need that much strength, but it's going to be way easier to just use this plate. To just go onto the outer tube bit that detaches and then onto the top of that plate. That'll be the plan. That's what we will do. It keeps raining. Stupid rain. I am going to continue this on another day. I'm sure future Todd is much better at welding as well than I am. Right? Here we are. We're back on another day. 3 days? 3 days? This is why I found it hard to film these videos, because I'd only put in a couple of hours when I could. And then I was like, why am I filming this? But no, we're putting the effort in this time. We're filming over many days, many weeks, you know. One video that takes 7 minutes to watch probably takes 6 months to make. Here we are again. We're still building the little braces for the front guards so that we can roll them. Let's do it. 3 days? 3 days? 3 days? 3? Okay. So we're up to the stage where there's the plate on the inside of there. I'm gonna weld the plate to the tube front. Now, I wanna set up the camera so that you can all see me tacking it together, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Purely for the fact that it's so dark in there, I cannot get the camera not to concentrate on the brightness. You won't be able to see me doing the tacking of that, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the camera down for a second. I'm gonna tack this plate in. I'll do the same for the other side. I'm just gonna do that, and then when you see me in 2 seconds, they will be tacked on, and we'll be ready to weld them out. Let's go. Okay, so I've tacked this together, the plate to the tube front, so I just need to take this guard off so I can weld it out fully. My dad got me this new little impact drill thing. Shout out Dana, thanks buddy. As handy as these bonnet struts are, they have been very annoying to get on and off. I am highly considering not putting these back on. Trusty broom handle, never lets you down. Bro, that sucks. That is the worst design. Has like this little pin that like pushes and that holds the ball in. So that's how you have to pull it in and out. It's stupid. I am just gonna leave them off and use the broom handle. Cool. Okay, so here's my little brace. It's tacked on. Just got to finish the welds out. I'm going to put the camera far enough away so I don't get splatter on it. Okay, I think my camera turned off because it was over temperature. It was just seen in the direct sun. So I think it got a bit hot, but that's all right. I want to show you this top one because I'm pretty proud of it. I'm sure there's a bunch of welders in the chat who can tell me why it's not good, but please do. Please tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm not showing you the back weld up there because it's kind of dirty, but I mean, hey, we did it. That's on there. That's stiff and strong-ish, I guess. So my camera was overheating, so I had to stop filming and just like put it in the shade, but I just did the other side really quickly. It's the same process as what I just did then. You didn't miss out on much. But check out these welds I did. I am very proud of myself. Look at that, huh? That's some professional welds I've ever seen them. I need to put this guard back on and then roll the guards. But I'm going to paint these as well, don't worry. I'm going to hit them with some... But these are the 2 bolts that hold the bottom of the guard on. As you can see, past Todd, he snapped a bolt in here. Current Todd just snapped this bolt. And it's the same on the other side. One is fine, but the other one is snapped. So I'm just going to drill these out and put new nutsets in them. I drilled that one out, but I forgot to hit record. Please don't tell me I broke the bit. Please. Why is that so tight? Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I don't think I broke the bit. I think it slipped on the thread. That's really tight. I can't get that undone. There we go. Yeah, it's like pulled the thread out of it. There we go. That's better. We're gonna start filming again. That one's done. Honestly, not too much work for like great results to like actually replace these like nutserts. I should be using this because it's why these bolts keep breaking. Beautiful guard gap. There is a bolt in that hole, a bolt in that hole, a bolt in both of those holes, a bolt in this hole, a bolt in this hole. I can't put a bolt in this hole because I didn't end up actually making a bracket for bracket. Now that we've got the 2 braces here, I don't think we're going to need that bolt. We're going to do these up and we should be able to roll the guards. Finally. Bro, that is sturdy. Dude, that brace has like done heat. I'm reefing on that. I am very happy with the progress that we have made on this car. We're doing it. We're gonna roll the guards. Had a lot of fun doing this. I have very much enjoyed working on this car again, and it gives me a lot of motivation to just keep going. Cars. I gotta drop the hub down again because it's too low. I guess this will be a very real test for this little brace. We're putting a lot of pressure this way. Yeah, we're gonna test how much this isn't gonna bend, hopefully. It's just like, just pumped it a little bit. I pumped it a little bit too much down here. That's all right. All right, I'm going to end the episode there. I'm going to roll the other guard in a second. I don't think it'll be any less or more eventful than what this side was. Turned into a bit of a bigger video than I expected. But no, I enjoyed it. It took me 3 days to do this, but I'm glad I filmed it. When I say 3 days, not 3 days like of time. It was 3 separate days over the week that I worked on this car. I am very glad I did it. I'm very glad that I filmed. I'm very happy with how it turned out, with how making that little brace for the guard went. I did not expect it to be that sturdy and stuff. And yeah, I'm super excited. I have been talking to my friend Nick. Shout out Nick, he's my boy. We've been mates for years. He's very savvy with wiring, tuning, all that kind of stuff. And he has assured me that if I can do a body loom, which I'm confident I can make a body loom for this, that I can make an engine loom. So he's going to help me through it. We're going to give it a crack. So I think next episode, we're going to be starting on making a body loom for this. I ordered some parts off Temu, and we're going to see how we go with it. But yeah, I think I'll be able to make a nice little body loom. That'll be the next episode, whether it's I get the whole thing done in one episode or we do a couple. But yeah, that's what the next episode's going to be. Thank you for coming along for this episode. Thank you for everyone supporting me. That last video went so well. Everyone was so kind in the comments. Everyone hit me up and said that they loved the video and they're excited for more content. So that makes me excited for more content. R34, RB30. Stick around. Like this video. Comment on this video. Tell me how much I sucked at welding. Go check out my TikTok. I'm putting civic content on the TikTok, which is fun. I don't know. Bye. See ya.